My dear disciples of Jesus Christ, God has a plan for each one of us, and I am certain that it's a good plan. But He reveals this plan to only those who seek Him. Tomorrow is Pentecost and marks the end of the Easter season. The readings today conclude the Acts of the Apostles and the Gospel of John. There is a fitting focus on two prominent figures of the New Testament, Peter and Paul. The theme of the readings is discipleship. Jesus' directive to follow Him is clear and straightforward. The manner in which one's discipleship is lived out is unique to each person and may vary within the lifetime of an individual. The lives of Peter and Paul bear this truth. In today's readings, two views of discipleship are presented in the Acts of the Apostles and in John's Gospel, and yet they are two sides of the same coin. One reflects the faith, commitment, loyalty, trust, and willingness to suffer for the gospel in the case of Paul in the first reading. And the other reflects the competitive, jealous, and a struggle for power between Peter and the beloved disciple, that is, John himself in the gospel. These two dimensions constitute our Christian call to discipleship and a human response to this call. As Christians, at times, our lives are a reflection of Paul, Peter, and John. But, my dear friends, the Easter message is that Christ totally embraces us in all these dimensions. When Peter asks Jesus about the beloved disciple, Jesus responds, "What if I want him to remain until I come? What concern is it of yours? You need to just follow me." The concern of Peter reflects the human concerns a lot of us have about other people. From today's Gospel, I would like to reflect on the two important sentences. First one is, "What concern is it of yours?" Oftentimes, we get jealous because the grass invariably looks greener on the other side. Filled with jealousy, we fail to carry out our plan that Jesus has for us because we spend too much time and energy trying to prevent the other person from fulfilling God's plan for them. We have been entrusted with a certain responsibility. We should also praise God for the talents and abilities God has given to others, especially as they use those gifts for the good of all. Let us create a heart of appreciation rather than one of jealousy. Second one is this disciple who testifies. We are all followers and servants of Jesus, but we can differ in the ways of following and serving Jesus and of bearing witness to Him. Peter followed Jesus till his own crucifixion. John followed Jesus by witnessing to the life of Jesus and giving us the fourth gospel. God's goodness is indescribable. His love is unquenchable, and His blessings are uncountable. Like John, we may not be able to write a gospel describing the great works that the Lord has done in our lives, but certainly we all can proclaim by our lives all that He has done for us. We may not be able to put down in words or in the books the wonders the Lord has worked for us, but certainly we all can treasure them in our hearts and share it with others in our own little ways. Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, let our life be a living gospel that reflects the person of Christ and manifests the teachings of Christ, so that at the end of our lives, the question will not be, "How much have you gotten?" but "How much have you given?" Not how much have you won, but how much have you done? Not how much have you saved, but how much have you sacrificed? Not how much were you honored, but how much have you loved and served? Let us ponder on these questions and pray today for these graces. Dear God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. May God bless you as you remain faithful to your discipleship. Have a blessed Saturday.